To CCN News, I am your host, Captivating Krishna. Here are some of your top stories for today, February 14th, Valentine's Day. The people aren't quite buying William Barr's rebuke of President Donald Trump. A judge may decide if a councilwoman in DeKalb City loses her seat over absences. The man who killed an unarmed black man in a parking lot dispute attacked in prison. D.CTransitcops had a competition for arrest. The grand prize was a $20 movie gift card. And a teacher allegedly told a student who didn't stand for the national anthem to go back to your country. Let's get to the news. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, it seems like there's no love for the Attorney General. Do you blame him? The Attorney General William Barr on Thursday appeared to stand up to Donald Trump when complaining that the president's constant background commentary on Twitter and elsewhere makes it, and I quote, impossible for me to do my job. But news anchors, political pundits, legal analysts, lawmakers, celebrities, and others aren't buying the apparent pushback by Barr, whose tenure as Attorney General has been marked by Democratic complaints that he views his job as acting as the president's personal lawyer. Critics suggest that Barr's comments on ABC News were simply just a coordinated attempt between him and Trump to diffuse the outrage sparked by his Department of Justice botched sentence recommendation for Trump's longtime ally Roger Stone, who Trump has furiously disagreed with. Prosecutors originally suggested that Stone serve a 7 to 9 year prison sentence for his crimes, but the Justice Department withdrew the recommendation after Trump complained. All 4 prosecutors assigned to the case has since quit in protest. Barr claims that his intervention in the case was not influenced by Trump. But who's buying that? A councilwoman in DeKalb County City may lose her seat after missing 2 council meetings last year. During an hour-long special called Meeting on Monday afternoon, elected officials and the city staff in Stonecrest debated whether Councilwoman Jasmine Cobble's 2 absences last year means she should be removed from the council. Due to the severe ambiguity of the city's laws, the city plans to ask a judge to make a ruling on the status of Cobble's position. The discussion prompted 4 council members to walk out of the later meeting on Monday in what the city called was an assumed protest. Cobble did not attend council meetings on the 23rd or October 14th, the city said in a statement after Monday's meeting. Officials said that had been a violation of the city charter, which states that the seat becomes vacant if a council member fails to attend 1/3 of the regular meetings of the council in a 3-month period without being excused by the council. Stonecrest holds council meetings about once every 2 weeks, meaning about 6 every 3 months. The city plans to ask the superior judge to decide whether Cobble must vacate her seat. Found guilty of manslaughter in the shooting death of an unarmed black man during a parking lot dispute, was attacked in prison on Tuesday and had been transferred to protective custody. Michael Drake of 49 was hit in the head with a sock with a lock inside of it, defense attorney Brian Camarino told the Associated Press. Drake is being held at the Lancaster Correctional Institution in North Florida. Drake's wife told his attorneys that he is now living in fear. The news outlets in Tampa reported he needed 5 stitches to close the wound. The Department of Corrections said in a news release that Draco was examined by the medical staff and the incident is being reviewed and investigated. At this time, they said, Draco is in an administrative confinement separated from the general population, pending protective management review, the statement read. Cambarino said that his client had the impression that he was targeted by someone. Draco, who is white, was convicted in August for the July 19, 2018 shooting that killed Marquise McLaughlin, 28. which he is serving a 20-year sentence. A group of transit cops in D.C. thought it was cool to have a friendly competition to see who could rack up the most arrests and tickets in a month, all for points and prizes, and it may have passed without notice except for the recent arrest of a 13-year-old boy. The contest was meant to incentivize more engagement with the community, was green-lit last July by a supervisor overseeing officers assigned to the northeastern neighborhood of Fort Totten. The game lasted for about a month, according to the Washington Post. But it recently came to light after a video of a Metro Police arresting a 13-year-old boy went viral on social media last week. The competition was point-based. Each arrest made that month was worth 20 points. 4 points were given for each citation, 3 points for filing a report, 2 points for submitting a contact card, and 1 point for working a police pop-up event, turning in 3 bus contact sheets, and handing out 10 tickets. A winner could be announced weekly. The reward for the week's top point getter was a $20 gift card to the movies. Students at a Chicago high school held a sit-in on Wednesday in protest after a teacher allegedly told a Latino student last month to go back to your country when she and others declined to stand for the national anthem during an assembly. Mary Beck, the school's principal, addressed the students during the protest at Nicholas Sins High School, saying that she had notified the school district soon after receiving reports of the teacher's alleged comment. She said, and I quote, "I notified everybody within 3 hours of receiving the report. It is all in writing," Beck said. In a video posted on Twitter, "It is all time-stamped. I did my job. I continue to follow through based on the guidelines and policies that we have in place every time." Students shouted back in an apparent reference to the teacher, "So why is he still here?" NBC News reached out to Beck for an interview Thursday, but did not immediately hear back. And once again, thank you for watching CCN News. I am your host, Captivating Christian. And as always, be the change you want to see. If you want change, the change starts with you. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. And leave comments below. I would like to hear what you think about these stories and more. All right, have a good day. Peace.